Hey guys, Martin Mentor here, back with another video. All right, so this video I want to talk about how to keep your drivers, how to keep them happy, and by keeping them happy, you get to keep them. All right. I know this is going to be one of those videos that's not going to be popular. It's probably not going to get a lot of views. People like to click on the videos that I'm telling you how to make money, or telling you companies that's going to pay you money, or controversial videos like the box truck bubble and things like that. So this is probably not going to be a video that's going to be popular, but this shows to prove you that I'm 100% dedicated to providing good quality content to help help people in this space. I don't, the views is cool and things of that nature, but I'm knowingly making this video, taking my time to make a video that I know is not going to be popular. The people who click on this video are the people that I know that are fully vested into their business. They want to know and learn from every aspect, every angle. They're just not concerned with the money aspect, making money, opportunities to make more money, but they want, this is something that is important. And keeping your drivers happy, believe it or not, is something that increases your earning potential, increases your profit, because the thing is the turnover rate is very high. Drivers are jumping from seat to seat, and you have to know how to keep your drivers in your seat, in your truck seats, because when a driver leaves, you got to replace them. That could take a week, it could take 2 weeks, it could take a month, it could take months. And when that truck is sitting, it's not making money. So keeping a driver happy is very important, so that you can keep making that money, that residual money in that truck, day in and day out. All right. So for the people who have, operate a fleet of trucks or multiple trucks, or people who have just one truck that they got somebody out in, because this is just a stream of revenue, then this video is for you. All right. So one of the main things that drivers struggle with, believe it or not, is mental health. You might not notice it from talking to the drivers, but when they're out on the road, it's very, very, very lonely. It's very lonely, and the drivers, the only thing they really have to do when they're driving is think. All right, they're thinking about what's going on back at home. They're thinking about what their next play is going to be. They're thinking about their future. That's a lot of stress on the brain. All right, so I got 5 ways that can help you keep your drivers happy, and they're very simple things that I've used and that I continue to use, and it takes my business, as far as my relationship with the people that I have, it takes it a long way. You know what I'm saying? It takes it a long way. It gives them the comfortability to approach me with problems and things of that nature, and it lets them know that because I communicate with them, that I'm human. So when they are facing things, difficult things in their life, they don't feel like I'm not someone that they can talk to or ask for a favor and things of that nature. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is creating opportunities to communicate with your drivers. All right, so if you're running middle mile and your drivers are out on the road for you, you need to call these guys every day, at least once a day. Check in with them, ask them how they're doing, ask them how their family's doing, ask them how they're feeling today. That will take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? Just building that good it builds good morale with your drivers. It lets them know that you crossed their mind, you're thinking about them. All right, and like I said, it gets lonely out there, so just even getting a call from the boss will probably brighten their day. So that's the first thing that you want to do. Sitting in that truck for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's not healthy. All right. It's not healthy. So encourage them to, when they're at truck stops, when they're stopping to get fuel, when they're stopping to get something to eat, to take a walk. Have them take a walk around the parking lot if they're in an area where it's like a small town or something. Have them take a walk, take in some of that fresh air. Stretch their legs, get that blood circulating. It lets them know that you're concerned about their health, which also builds good morale. It's building morale between you and the driver, that you're really concerned about them overall as a person, and just not what they're doing for you as far as generating revenue for your business. All right. The third thing I want to talk about is modifying schedules if need be. Just like you're human, they're human. Things are going to come about. There's going to be things that are going to arise. There's going to be things that they're going to forget about. There's going to be things that they don't know about, that they get sprung on them at the last minute. Believe it or not, not everyone is sharp. All right. Or people in these people's lives are sharp. For instance, maybe a child's assembly or graduation, they know it's coming up, but maybe they're separated and the other parent hasn't given them that information. They've been requesting it, and then boom, they get the information. They're on the road, or they're scheduled to go out on the road, and now they have to request that time off short notice. In these situations, some bosses can be sticklers. You have to be accommodating, especially in today's times where it's hard to come by, just not even just drivers, just employees and just people, period. There's so many opportunities now. You just have to be flexible when it comes to things like this. So modifying schedules, allowing last minute time, request offs and things of that nature. I think shows the driver that, like I said before, like, you're human just like they're human, and you're empathetic to things that may arise that's going on in their life. The next thing I want to talk about is mental health. All right. Mental health. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I've had guys that work for me that I didn't know, onboarding them, that they struggle with mental health issues. You got some guys that struggle with bipolar. All right. And, when you come across these people, you don't want to discriminate against them. You want to give them the help that they need. So, there's going to be times, or there may be times, where you may hire someone that has that struggles with bipolar or struggles with depression. They're not going to tell you that at the time of the interview, but when you find this information out, you have to be empathetic to their needs. Mental health is a very serious issue in America right now. I've had people that struggle with it. I got a guy who, he no longer works for me, but even though he doesn't work for me anymore, like, he's still in my crosshairs. He struggles with bipolar, like, very badly, and he's like the guy that's happy one day, and then the next day, it's like it's him against the world, like the world's against him, so being empathetic and allowing these, when you find these things out, to allow these employees the time off that they need to seek help, and things of that nature. Like saying things like, man, I need you in that truck. No, man, you ain't tell me. Man, this schedule, I need you out there, and things of that nature. Trust me, nowadays, that's not going to get you far. You know what I'm saying? You have to have something in place where you are prepared day in and day out for situations to arise. So, nowadays, you may have to hop in a truck last minute. I do it all the time now. It's not like how it was, 3-4 years ago, where I was confident that all of my trucks, everyone was going to show up, you know what I'm saying? And that all my alternates, all my on-call people, if I called them and someone called off, they were going to answer the phone, because obviously if they were on call and they see me calling them, they know what I'm calling them for. You know, those confident days are no longer here. You know what I'm saying? They're no longer here. So you have to be prepared for things like this, because you have to be empathetic for other people's, you know, needs and things that may arise. So you have to have a plan in place that when things like that do happen, that you can still run that truck and you don't have to cancel those loads. And then another thing to keep drivers happy is getting them home for the holidays. Not at the last minute either. You know, I know someone who, you know, a few Christmases ago, like his drivers came home. One of his drivers, I think it was one of his drivers got home on Christmas Day. Like, you got to make sure your drivers are home before Christmas, before Thanksgiving. Let them have time so they can do their last minute run around shopping. See, these are things that I learned years ago, and I'm not that, you know, in my early days, I needed all the money every day. We was working every day. I wanted it all. I wasn't turning nothing away. Any opportunity, any day that was daylight, I needed to have. For real, it wasn't healthy overall. Yeah, I had guys that were willing to work. Yeah, I asked for volunteers to work, and people would sign up to work on those holidays. But overall, it wasn't healthy for them. It wasn't healthy for me. You know, time off is needed. And then especially days like the holidays, you want to give those guys that time to, you know, be with their families, give them that time off so they can reflect on things. And I'm telling you, when they come back to work after the holidays are over, it's like you're dealing with a new person. Something about when they spend time with their family for the holidays, it regroups them. And then when they come back, they're fresh all over again. But like routing them back at the very last minute, that's not cool, because now they're rushing, they're speeding to get back. And I can tell you a story about this guy who I know, and that's the exact same thing. This guy was rushing to come back, and something happened. I'm not going to go into the story, but if Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, have you guys back that Tuesday, or at least by that Wednesday morning. Let them have Wednesday so they can go. If they might need to buy a turkey still, they might need to go get some cranberry sauce or what have you. Christmas, same situation. It's not fair. They're on the road. They need time to go shopping. They may have kids and they might want to do things around the house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just give them ample enough time to just be mindful, you know, while you're with your family. You know, be mindful that they're not with theirs, and get them to their family. I'm telling you, ever since I started implementing these 5 things as far as, you know, dealing with my drivers, I have a lot less problems. I don't deal with a lot of like just, you know, typical things that employee go back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? The communication, the morale is a lot better now that I'm more laxed and understanding of people's situations. All right, so I'm not going to drag you out. Just a video that needed to be put out. Like I said, I try to put out, well, I think I do put out good content. I'm not trying to put out, I know not everybody is going to watch everything. I know the videos that are going to do numbers, and this video is probably not going to do numbers, but for the people that did take a look and watch this video, I appreciate it. Hopefully you gain some type of value from the video. All right, www.boxtruckcourses.com for your one-on-one mentorship with me, Mark the Mentor. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the upcoming videos every Tuesday night at 7:30. The Mentors Podcast with me, Mark the Mentor. I'm out.
Como, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about, oh shit.